It's fight night on the podcast today. It is fight night.
Are you ready?
There you go.
Is that what he says?
No,
Oh, are you ready to rumble? Right?
I guess.
That's not the boxing
No.
guy?
Oh yeah, but no one does that one. They do the UFC one now.
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch UFC.
Yeah, well that's the one they do.
Hmm.
But it is fight night here on the podcast. We will be talking. Jeez, Louise, take it easy, Tashimi. But we're gonna be talking about the happenings on Real Madrid. What's been going on with this Real Madrid team? Like, what's going on? We just saw today they lost the Clasico 2-0.
Xabi Alonso got fired. I think that's
Xabi
what
Alonso
happened.
also got fired. I actually heard that was one of the actual things that caused the rift between Valverde and Tchouaméni. But I want to go into this. I'm just gonna go off of the notes that I have for everything that went on, and then after that, I'll throw it to you guys and see what your thoughts about this is. So I'm gonna go off the notes that happened. It happened about, I think, what was it, last week? It came out that Valverde, fitted Valverde, and Tchouaméni got into a physical fight in the locker room. Got so bad that I guess Valverde even hit his head and lost memory and had to go to the hospital. And that was one of the issues that happened. Also, that some of the players were not happy with the outcomes and also the effort being put in practice. And then after all that being said, Mbappe not being there, after even Ralph has even said that maybe this injury is not as big or as serious as he thinks. And Mbappe actually left training facilities and went to Italy with his girlfriend, not really caring about what happens in the El Clasico, which to me, I would love it if my teammate, even if he was hurt or not really into the game anymore, showed up to El Clasico to at least be there for us as a team. Like, you're the best player on the team. You can't even show up to probably arguably the most talked about game in every season. Not only that, it's even came around to Rudiger, one of the older players that you would think, okay, maybe it's the younger players getting into altercations, whatever. But we have a guy that is a captain and an older player, center back, also fighting and slapping one of his teammates. And even Jasmine talked about he was even slapping medical staff too, or coaches, I think. And there's a leak in the dressing room as well that they're saying that that's why a lot of times the 11 come out before the game even comes out, so the other coach can honestly see, like, okay, this is how they're gonna set up and go from there. So it's not good to have a leak in your locker room that's putting out all this stuff. Like, we shouldn't even know that Valverde and Tchouaméni even got into a fight. They could have said, like, maybe Valverde got an injury on training and that's why he's not playing. Okay, and that's we wouldn't know the difference between them fighting or him getting injured on the training pitch, right? But we have a leak in the Real Madrid dressing room, and this coach is not even going to be there next year. Like, who is going to come in and fix this mess? There's actually rumors of somebody that will come in, and Jazz, I'm sure, knows who it is. But this is everything to tell you what is going on with Real Madrid. What is happening with this team? And Ralph even told me, I think this team is done for the next 3-4 years. Do you still stand by that, Ralph? Like, what's going on at this Real Madrid team?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the whole thing?
It's just tough because Real Madrid are world class. You expect more from them. I mean, you have your altercations in the locker room, but like you said,
Yeah.
we've probably had this in the past.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably haven't known about it because they
Mhm.
covered it up with, like you said, oh, there was a physical altercation, or maybe he just slipped and fell, something. But for them to just
For this to come out is bad.
yeah, for it to come out and tough for Valverde because we didn't see him out there today because he's obviously on with a concussion protocol.
Mm-hmm.
But there's two things that it's this team, like I told you, they're nose diving. It started with the coach Xavi Alonso leaving. Um, Vinny, he's always had issues, but they were really highlighted this year.
Yeah.
And this just is the cherry on top. It's like you have Valverde getting hurt. You have Mbappe not carrying, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
and I told you it. I think it was smart of him to stay out and say he has an injury, even though he might not.
Yes.
But there's no reason for him to get hurt. There's no way that he's going to win the league. So I think it was good for him, bad for the fans because they don't get to see him in El Clasico. And it's like you said, it's one of the biggest games in any league.
Yep.
That's the one everybody talks about. And then on top of that, you have your your older guy that's supposed to be almost your captain slapping around the nut. And this is all defense and midfield, by the way, fighting, right? So it's everybody on. I wonder if they're just
I think
pointing
they're
fingers like, hey, you're not doing your job. That's why
yeah.
we're losing.
I think that a lot of it has to come from like I read a report that I guess one of the things that came, what was one of the issues that happened was, Valverde was not listening to Xabi, when he was coaching, kind of taking naps um during the training sessions and not really caring about what he was saying. And Schumanni's like, we need to give this man respect, like he's our coach. And a lot of it was like they started pointing fingers, and then the tackles became a lot harder at practice, and then there wasn't apologies being said, and now there is more, like you said, a lot more finger pointing. When you're winning, these problems don't come, you know?
They don't happen.
Yeah, they don't happen. When you're starting to lose like they are, there's everybody's pointing fingers at everybody. No one wants to point it at themselves, which is the problem. But like just your dad just highlighted pretty much the same. Like, but what are your thoughts on this? Like what do you think about this? Like your dad said, this had to have happened before. Like this is not the first time ever in football history where two teammates like fought. You know what I mean? There had to be, with as many characters as we have in football. There's had to happen before. What do you think about the whole situation?
Well, I've heard a bunch of stuff. Like, for example, the manager, he now has a lower chance of staying with
Mhm.
this happening because he didn't do anything about it. Like, he didn't try stopping it. He
Yeah.
just let it go,
Mhm.
and he let it happen.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure it went down to 10% of him staying.
Oof.
So he has a 10% chance of staying now.
Mhm.
And also there was reports, Valverde, he put a message out saying that he fell and that he like hit his head on the table
Yes.
and all this stuff. But the thing is, both players are getting fined.
Mhm.
But like how you said, how the tackles became more and more serious and stuff.
Yeah.
It was said that Chouameni also tried to apologize, but Valverde wasn't accepting them, and I think
Wow.
that's why they were more aggressive. And
Yeah.
it's been said that this was going on for months,
Wow.
and because there's a video when Valverde scored the hat trick against City, he was celebrating with everybody, and
Mhm.
when he gets to Chouameni, they just dive each other up and they don't look each other in the eye.
Wow.
Like if they
Wow, that's
like if
crazy.
they
Take it
Take it
already
easy, Ralph.
like
ahead,
if they
yes.
already didn't like each other from there, and
Yeah.
they just celebrated, but not because Valverde was hugging everybody,
Yeah.
celebrating it with Chouameni. They just shook hands, didn't even look each other in the eye,
That's crazy.
and he kept on going. Like, I think this is really bad for them. And then you have Rudiger slapping one of the staff, which
Yeah.
is already bad, which has actually been leaked like on video,
Mhm.
and you see him do it like 2-3 times where he just goes like that to the guy, like that's
Yeah.
bad enough.
So unprofessional.
And I'm pretty sure this is to be the highest fine by both players, and I'm pretty sure they were fined 500k euros,
Mhm. That's
which is a lot.
yes.
Which is because with both of them combined, it's a million, which
Mhm.
is like, which you can maybe like buy somebody with 1 million.
Yes.
Yeah.
You think if somebody slipped and hit their head, they would be fined 500,000 euros? It's like
Yeah.
that's just insane. It doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
Like you said, Valverde, what did he do? He put out a message saying that he
Yeah,
slipped.
It was on Instagram, right, Jess?
Yeah, he was
Mhm.
talking about how the situation
Why are you
was
sitting like that, Ralph?
Tired.
that the situation was like wasn't like that.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
it
yeah.
was being altered around, and
Mhm.
that nothing that didn't really happen. That he just hit his head on the table, and that
Just slipped on a banana,
Yup.
whacked my head, and it's like, but Schumanni's also fine because he threw the banana. But
Yeah, so that means that they tried to cover it up.
Valverde tried covering it up, but it just
It
didn't
just
add
doesn't
up
make
to the
any
story.
sense. Yeah.
Because reports came out that because the day before the physical fight, they
Mhm.
verbally fought, like they argued.
Mhm.
So and then the next day they physically fought. Because I remember going to school, like one day I was like, oh, like they had a verbal fight, like that's crazy
Yeah.
for them, especially because they're teammates and they've been
Mhm.
teammates for so long.
It's just
And then
crazy to see it come out too.
I
Like,
I
know.
wonder what language they argued in though.
Probably Spanish.
Yeah, maybe. But and
Yeah.
then after that, it was the next
I'm glad
day.
that that's the question you were so intrigued about.
Then the
Go ahead,
next
Jess.
day, it was said that they physically fought and
Yeah.
that Valverde had to go to the hospital because of it.
And you know what, Jazz? You know what? That reminds me of something. I saw the reports, right? I saw the reports that they were getting physical. I saw them from someone. I think Maka
Oh, Maka?
was the person, and I always
Yeah,
had to
yeah.
take them with a grain of salt. Don't say yeah, you
I
don't know him.
Maka.
But they sometimes they skew stories, Maka. So like sometimes you're like, maybe they didn't get
yeah.
the full story.
Mhm.
But listen, as the day went on, bigger journalists started covering it. It even got to the point where Fabrizio Romano
Yeah.
was tweeting it, and David Ornstein, one of the most like credited English reporters that like doesn't even cover La Liga, was like, oh yeah, they
yeah,
they
like
hit
when I first saw it.
yeah, it just
like,
got worse and worse
it was
by
like-
each publication.
It was like in the first like 20 minutes that I saw that they were physically that the report came out that they physically fought. I'm like, how crazy is that Fabrizio Romano, which is like up here,
yeah,
which
he would
which
never,
almost
he wouldn't,
gets never anything wrong,
yeah,
get something like this. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
insane, especially because for it to come out is insane enough.
bad
because
enough.
That means somebody from that dressing room
Yep.
had to have said something,
Mhm.
which is just so that means somebody in that area has been leaking the starting lineups.
Yep.
And just leaked that they fought.
All the information that's going on. This is so bad. You can't have someone like that.
But
on
that
your
can
team.
mean, but that can mean that it isn't Valverde or Chouameni because they
Mhm.
obviously I feel
Yeah,
like
why would they
wouldn't-
want it out?
They
Yeah.
wouldn't want that out, so
Mhm.
they're already out, and well, we don't really have anybody else. And
Well, I
it's
wonder who paid for Mbappe's trip. Yeah. Maybe he's licking it, but
I don't
Um,
think. I feel like Mbappe just doesn't.
no, he don't care.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
But
But yeah, like you said, Maka, they always have all these conspiracy
here
theories.
you
So
You don't even
this
know who they
doesn't
are.
even know.
I don't even know.
I
who
knew
they
it.
are.
But let me throw this out to you. This is a question I want both of you guys to answer. After the information Jazz gave me, don't blink like that. Your dad was really rolling his eyes. What I want to know is, Jazz, when he was talking about this, he didn't like do it intentionally, but he made Fede Valverde almost a bad guy in this story. So if you had to pick who leaves this, they can't stay together. I'll tell you this much right now. One of these two have to go. And I would even get rid of both of them. But who leaves? Valverde or Tchouaméni? Or wild card, Camavinga. And he had nothing to do with it. But go ahead. Who stays? Ralph. Who?
Sorry.
I think he had too much coffee tonight.
I know. This is like his 8th soda. I'm
It's
just surprised.
terrible.
I'm just grateful it's Sunday and we don't have to get a spicy deluxe. No tomatoes, extra pickles.
I really missed that, by the way.
Go ahead, Ralph. Who stays?
Valverde stays. He
You don't even know.
Then why?
I'm
you
just kidding.
ask
I'm just
me?
kidding. I just wanted to throw that out there, but yeah, I want to hear why.
Valverde stays. He is the heart and soul. He is the best player. Maybe not stat wise, but
Yeah.
he is your he's your engine of that team.
Mhm.
We were just talking about him being the best, left fullback in the world because of that game he had against
City.
City, where he scored a hat trick. You don't have those games where you're like, oh wow, Tchouaméni's like the best midfielder in the world.
Yes, but it sounds like to me, like you're letting Valverde off by doing this though. Like
No, but
Like
how
he-
do we know who you're talking about? Valverde this, Valverde that, or Tchouaméni? Like we don't know. That leak could be wrong. Somebody could have twisted the story.
it could be. Yeah, you're right.
And-
It
and-
just doesn't sound like Valverde would do that though. Like be so like anti-sorry and.
But the thing is, it isn't the first time he's fought somebody.
Oh really, Jazz? Go ahead.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't know that.
the first time it happened was actually, I think, was a good reason why he did it.
A
And
good reason to
you have
fight.
you have to hear me why though,
Go ahead,
Okay,
Jess.
because
see it.
there's a player that was talking bad about him
Mm-hmm.
because Valverde recently had lost a son, and a player from the other team was telling him all this stuff about him and losing his son. So
Yeah.
after the game, they went to the parking lot and they fought, and Valverde actually won the fight.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
And but I
But he
think
does have a mean streak in him, though. You
yeah,
have to add
like
that.
it isn't the first time this happened, but
Yeah.
I think it's just that was the only reason why he should do it because
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
protecting
Yeah,
his
his family, his core.
But this time I don't see why.
But
Yeah.
we don't know. We don't know.
But I'm saying that who you're gonna keep Valverde then?
If it was me, I would keep Valverde.
Would you keep both or would you get rid of both?
I would get rid of both.
You'd get rid of both.
Yeah, because
Put the mic closer to your mouth. Here. Go ahead.
you don't want to keep both because that's always going to be in the back of your mind.
Your first decision, though, Ralph. It were your first decision. If you had it, if you
My
were
first decision was keep Valverde and get rid of Tchouameni.
okay, but like if you had the
But it-
perfect scenario, would you get your very first decision? Say you're the president. Would you keep Valverde and Tchouameni or get rid of both or keep one?
I would keep Valverde,
Okay, that's your number one priority.
but if you had to get rid of both, I would get rid of both
Uh huh.
because that's going to follow you for a long time, and it's always going to be a question like, hey, you're the coach, whoever the new manager comes in,
He's gonna have so much.
he's going to
work
be,
to
he's
do.
going to have not work.
I think.
I'm
so.
just saying, we're talking about Valverde and Tchouameni.
Yeah.
The first press conference he has. So what is your
That's
your-
gonna be the first
Yeah,
question.
they're
You're
gonna be
right on
like-
the money. I didn't even think about that. That's gonna be the first question they ask.
what are you
How are you
gonna
gonna
do
fix
to,
the
to-
culture here?
Yes. What are you
Oh
gonna
my
do to
God.
fix that relationship?
Yeah.
So I would get rid of both if you're gonna rebuild. If
Mhm.
you're gonna try to keep some of your core, I would keep Valverde because I think he's the most
Well, he's the
important
captain.
play. Well, there you go.
I know.
But I would keep him. But when we saw the game today when it was starting, I was like, look at Jazz Tchouameni's over there with his shirt off, and the dude was ripped. I was like, he's poor Valverde, probably like, ooh,
He's a
yeah, that dude was ripped.
Tchouameni is not someone like him and Kamavinga. I ain't messing with.
Yeah, you
He's
saw
big
that
boys.
guy, and he was just
Yeah.
like.
But what do
Scared
you
of that
think,
guy.
Jazz? Keep Valverde, Tchouameni, or get rid of both, or what do you think?
What I would do if I came in as a manager for there, like barely getting in, I would terminate both contracts and get rid of both.
You make some serious dough.
I think you have to.
Yeah.
I honestly think you have to because just both of them, just fighting in general, and especially because that according to the reports that it's been going on for months, says that they haven't tried that
Yeah.
that hasn't been
That they're
fixed,
not gonna get it fixed. They're not gonna be.
and that is not gonna get any better.
Yeah, it's not gonna
so
get
I
any
would
better.
say get rid of both,
Mhm.
and with that all that stack of money, get like two really good replacements. You could get like one that's like, for example, you could get a really good center mid from the Premier League or
Mhm.
from like the Bundesliga
Yeah.
that will fit into your team.
Mhm.
Then with the second one, I think you can maybe get like a younger type of kid.
Yeah.
Like
Nico Paz
yeah,
will
you
be.
can maybe get
He'll
Nico.
come back from Como next year for it. He'll fit in that midfield as well. But
Yeah,
I really like
I
what you're
think
saying
so.
there.
Yeah, I think that's what you should do. Terminate both, get the money.
Mhm.
Like just try to sell them.
Yeah.
Sell them, get the money.
Oh, you'll make
Because-
serious
because
Oh
money.
yeah,
off
it's
of
people will
already-
those.
take those in a heartbeat.
Because it's already told that Tchouameni was supposed to leave to go to potentially Man City
Mhm.
and stuff.
But
you
yeah,
know,
not rough.
I think that
He's a
could do.
thug.
I think that if with this story going on, be
Mhm.
like, hey, we'll give you this. We'll give you a little bit more cheaper, maybe,
Yeah.
but not as much.
Mhm.
Maybe still leave it like to 100, like 120 mil.
Yeah.
Maybe even a little bit less than that.
Yeah. A
Just
little bit
so
less,
City
probably.
can be like, yeah, we'll take it
Yeah.
and we'll fix him.
Mhm.
And then with Valverde, I'll do the same,
Yeah.
and then you'll get money off of them.
Yeah,
and after
they're-
that, you can like get how you said a Nico Paz or
Uh-huh.
somebody else.
Yeah. And
I
But
think
doesn't
that would
Nico
do really
Paz
good.
already belong
well, yeah,
to
that's
Real
what I'm saying.
Madrid?
Jazz is saying that he'll come back. He'll fill in one of that roles. Arda Guler can step in. But like Jazz said was right. Go get a good defensive mid from the Premier League. Go get a bigger guy from the Bundesliga and start rebuilding. But what do you do about Rudiger? Does he also go?
Well, Rudiger, I think you can also, he's getting.
Offload.
I think he's also getting older as well.
Mhm.
So I think you can also sell him
Mhm.
and maybe go for like, let's say, you can like because La Liga it's more like crossing and stuff. It's more technical. So I think you need like somebody who can stop that,
Yes.
and that's a bit taller. So maybe you can go for like a guy from maybe a Nico O'Reilly, even though
Mhm.
he isn't really a center back. I
Yeah.
think maybe you can move from like.
And
Or
he's not for sale. By
Or
the way.
Slaughterback, the guy from
Oh,
Dortmund.
Schlotterbeck from
I'm pretty
Dortmund.
sure he's
Them-
retiring.
Is he?
I'm pretty sure he
Yeah.
announced his retirement at the end of the season.
Mm.
I could be wrong about him, but I'm pretty sure it's him that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
but I mean,
retiring.
it's Real. They can get anybody they want, almost.
I
right
mean,
now, maybe not
maybe-
with the
Look at me.
management.
Look at me and Dembele. Look at me and Dembele.
See, look at the
I mean, maybe you can get like, let's say, a Pancho from
Oh.
PSG, or
Yeah.
maybe you can get
He would fit Real so well too. So well.
or you can even
Pancho.
get like
He's
a
not
like a
getting rid of
Ta.
him either.
You could get a Ta, maybe. You
Yeah.
know? Maybe like
Ta
there's
makes
always
sense.
like there's always options.
Upamecano as well too. But I think Real Madrid needs some leaders on this team. This is another question I'm gonna pose to both of you guys. What do we do with Mbappe, Vinny, and this whole thing? They're not without fault. They're big time players. They need to get their team shaped up. So what do you do with Mbappe and Vinny now? We talked about this today. Do we let Vinny go now, or what are we doing? We're wasting time now. The longer we like Jazz says, the longer we take to do this, the harder it's gonna be. Rip the band-aid off and let's start again. You're taking too long.
Because
Jazz said
Oh, yeah.
they've been fighting for months. What are they doing then? What are they doing?
Well, they've been looking for a manager.
Yeah, looking for a manager, looking for where is Mbappe? Is he gonna show up to practice? Is he gonna be in Italy? Is he gonna be in Turkey? Where is he at? That's your team. He came here to win trophies.
This is why I told you Real is going to be out of the top for at least 3 years.
They're gonna need a goalkeeper too, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Courtois old.
Courtois getting older. I'm pretty sure he's 36.
And look what happened
Yeah,
today.
Look at Neuer. He's 41. He's
Yeah,
still-
but look what happened to Courtois today.
Oh, that was-
Rashford and
that-
Ferran.
But he hit it in the spot. He couldn't even.
I
It's
don't-
not like he dove the opposite direction. Like
Yeah,
Okay, don't you sorry.
I know. Now you just
like
giving it.
Neuer.
But what do we do with this Mbappe and Vinny?
I don't know what you can do.
You have to give me an
Vinny-
answer though. What
I
do
know,
you do?
I know, but look at it. I'm gonna tell you, Vinny.
Mhm.
He doesn't care if he stays or goes. I feel because he's making the money. He's on, Real
wages.
Madrid, big team. So I don't think he really cares. Mbappe, I don't think he cares at all. I don't think he cares about any club, but the only place he cares about playing is his national team.
Yes.
But I don't think he's
I don't
serious.
even think he's even well liked at the France national team. Like I don't see him ever hanging out with the French national team guys. Like you always see like Dembele, Elise, like those guys joking around, Doué hanging out together, like laughing and stuff like that. You never see Mbappe
I feel like
laughing with
last
his
time
team.
was probably like the 2018 World Cup or even the 22 World Cup.
Yeah.
That could have been like the last time they were actually like connected, Mbappe and them.
Yeah.
Besides
like
that,
now,
I don't see it.
yeah, especially the last World Cup. I don't remember any of his teammates staying there watching him win any trophy, and they were like clapping for him or anything, or being like, "That's my boy."
right,
They
but
never say that.
we're kind of talking about his club, and
You brought up his nationality.
oh no, I was saying that.
But like, why would you want to play with a guy like that? Like, that's what I think is the
No,
problem.
I know, but the problem is how do you get rid of him? Who has the money? To
Oh
take
yeah,
him?
no, yeah. Who's gonna take him?
But that's the problem. You brought him here
But now you got to
because
build
he's
around
one
him.
of the best in the world, but he's not a great teammate. He doesn't do the little things, and he doesn't like taking what do you
Pay
call
cuts.
it? No, not
Go ahead.
pay
No, I
cuts.
know. Yeah, go ahead.
From his coach, he doesn't.
Yeah,
like,
he doesn't like
He
direction.
doesn't like direction. We
Mhm.
saw the video when Luis Enrique was talking to him.
And it's not that. It wasn't even that. He wasn't even yelling at him. He was just like,
Right, it was direction.
Yeah.
Which it didn't fit him right, and he obviously didn't agree, and he left. But I don't see him caring about this team to where he's like, well, what are we gonna do? I don't see him being that
Yeah,
guy,
no.
like going into the office and saying, hey, what are we gonna do to make this team better?
Mhm.
Like you said, he went to Italy.
He
He's
did.
like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go and have fun before the World Cup starts.
Yep.
I'm done with Real for the year. And I think for Vinny's sake and for the fans' sake, he needs to go somewhere else, start his new life somewhere else, and then try to make something of his game because, like you said, it's been disappearing for the past 3 years. Like it's getting worse. But the biggest problem is Real. They're used to winning. They're used to being the feared team in the world,
Yep.
and they are not that now, and they won't be like for the first or the next 3 years, I think at least.
At least, yeah, I think
At
so. I think as
least.
well.
Yeah. So
What do you do with Vinny and Mbappe, Jess?
I mean,
You're the owner. You're Flo Perez. What do you do?
Florencio, by the way, in case you didn't know that.
I like calling him Flo.
Florentino.
Oh, Florentino.
Florentino
Yeah.
Perez.
Got
What
that
did he
wrong.
say? What did your dad say?
He's like,
Florencio.
yeah, Florent.
No,
Florencio.
No, I said Flor.
You're just throwing out Italian names, I
Florentino
think.
Perez. Yeah, but
What do
I
you do with
think-
Mbappe and Vinny?
Oh, great.
Oh
Pedri
no,
said-
Pedri.
I'll get him.
I'll grab him. I'll grab him. But go ahead, Jazz.
But- I think for Vinny,
Just leave him there. Nobody wants to see your butt on the camera.
Bam.
he's right here. But I think what you do is that Vinny,
How about you talking to the mic?
Vinny, he's been his stats have been going lower and lower,
Yes.
and I think people are starting to like be like, maybe he's not as good as we thought he is. I
Mhm.
think you sell him.
Sell him. Who? Where do you? Your dad wasn't gonna give me an answer. Where do you sell him to, Jazz? Who do you think grabs him? Who
I-
can?
Who can? I mean, the only people who can get him is probably the Saudi league. I mean,
Saudi, yeah.
besides that, maybe.
What do you do you think he would go?
No, I don't think he'd want to go. I
I
think,
think there's a chance he could go.
maybe.
That's where people go to disappear. Like
He looks like he wants to.
I mean, you never know with them. I mean, you never know because Saudi,
Yeah.
just the money. They all they cares about the money. They have
Yeah.
the money, so they're like,
yeah, but you don't think Vinny has?
Aspirations? Not really.
No. He has money. He has contracts. He has advertisements that he does in Brazil and parts of the world. He doesn't need the money. He's not that guy that's looking for the money. I don't think.
He plays at Real. I think they all care about the money.
But he already has it. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Who other team? Say throw the money out of the window.
Right.
Where would you want to see Vinny?
where?
Pick a team.
Premier League.
I know what team. Where does he fit? That's the problem. Where does he fit?
He
What
can fit
type of
wherever
player
you-
does he fit? I mean, what type of team does he fit?
He
Jazz?
fits in City
Oh,
if you get rid of Doku.
Oh,
Don't you
here
start
we
with
go,
City.
City.
No, I'm saying,
You and your city.
Vinny would get benched one time, and he'd be like, "I hate that bald Pep." He doesn't fit that. He doesn't fit that lineup.
oh, he does.
He doesn't.
I
Go ahead,
want to
Jess.
see him at City.
I mean, it could be like a Galatasaray type
What
guy.
I
We
know.
said
poor
Premier
guy.
League.
You said Premier
Yeah,
League.
I asked where would you want to see if money wasn't an option. Money wasn't an issue.
I would say like a Galatasaray maybe.
I think he
I
would
feel
too
like-
with Victor.
Yeah, I feel like they would do really good together.
Yeah.
And they just like, I think he would do really good.
He could also
there.
win the Champions League with
yeah, but-
Galatasaray.
Yeah, but didn't the Turkish league lose Champions League? Like
Yeah.
they can't. They don't qualify, right?
I think they can get it back. I think they will be back in it though.
Huh.
Because remember they're opening it up to more teams in Champions League. I don't
Well,
know.
if they do that, that would be a really good option. I think.
Yeah.
that'd be pretty. Good.
I wouldn't
Then
mind.
what about Fenerbahce so you can go play with Ederson?
Take it easy. What about Mbappe, Jazz? This would be the last little thing about Mbappe. I just want to know what do we do with him? I think your dad
Well,
had.
after Jazz, you need to tell us what.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I have an idea, but I also like what your dad said that Ralph was saying. Well, what am I supposed to do with Mbappe? Like, what am I going? How do I motivate him to do this? Like, I don't
can't.
know.
I
I
don't
mean,
yeah.
but-
with Mbappe, I don't really think you can do anything with him. I mean,
You can't
the
get
type,
rid of him, and
the
you're
type of person he is. You
Yeah.
can't because we saw with Luis Enrique. You saw that with a team that he had where he had a Messi and Neymar, Sergio Ramos, a stacked team. They couldn't do it, and people were like, "Oh, it's Messi's fault. Oh, it's Neymar's
Yeah,
fault."
yeah,
But it
they
was
always-
Mbappe's fault.
yeah.
If you really
always.
look into that season, it was Mbappe because when there was Messi, Suarez, Neymar, they would pass to each other. They wouldn't care about their stats.
Mhm.
When Neymar and Messi got there and Mbappe was there, Mbappe wouldn't give those passes because he cared about what he got and
Yeah.
he didn't care about his teammates.
He didn't let him get the free kicks. He didn't let him take the penalties.
And I think that's a huge problem. And we saw as soon as he left, Luis Enrique with the team where people were like, "Oh, they're not gonna do well anymore."
I thought PSG was dead in the water after they
I
lost
think
Mbappe.
everybody thought that, and now
Mhm.
look at them. They won Champions League, and now they're in the final again without him.
They won 6 trophies in 1 year. They almost won 7. Unfortunately, they played Chelsea in that 7th championship game and they lost. But
It was Chelsea's last hurrah.
Luis Enrique has done, I think, one of the most impossible jobs is to be like take a team and be like, this is life without Mbappe, and was like, we're gonna completely change the culture on this place
And they're the best, most exciting team in the world.
easily.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
Yeah, it's like Real, even when they were semi good, a couple of years ago, you still have people that don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, PSG won the Champions League last year, but you can't hate them. Their style of play is great.
Mm-hmm.
Their players are unselfish.
The culture is so
yeah,
different.
It's such a good. Like
It's
I
a-
want to see them play every day.
Yeah, they're a completely different team than Real. Like you watch Real and you're just like, that guy must not like that guy because he never passes them the ball. That guy must not like that guy because they don't even shake. Like Jazz was saying, Valverde scored and then Tchouaméni and him didn't even like hug or do anything. They just looked at each other, not even look at each other. Like Jazz said, just barely dabbed each other up and was like, all right, that's it.
You know what I think it is too, though. I think it's Luis Enrique playing total football.
Mm.
Because in total football, everybody moves around and everybody touches the ball.
Oh yeah, they love that.
Yeah, so everybody's on board with it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be like Real, where you get the ball to the midfield. It's like, okay, there goes Vinny. You got to give it to Vinny on the wing. It's like every time. So it's not like everybody's contributing. It's just like give it to Vinny and we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not as fun to watch anymore because Vinny's not doing what he used to, and there's all these problems.
Yep.
So,
But I have one more thing to say that I think that people may not see, but I feel like this could happen.
Mhm.
I feel like them being in a drought, like you guys say, they're not gonna be good for like the next 3 years. But I think if they bring Jose Mourinho into
Mhm.
it, which has been almost already confirmed that he's gonna go,
Yep.
I think if that happens, Real Madrid are gonna change and they're gonna start dominating again.
Mhm.
Because if you think about it, Jose Mourinho isn't scared to do things like he isn't scared to bench players and he isn't scared to change
A
things
bad
up.
press.
He isn't scared because he's considered the special one. So I
Mhm.
think what happens is that Real Madrid change, the attitude changes, and potentially Mbappe changes, and after that they start dominating again, and they'll be a scary team again.
that was my question. You're just talking about him coming in and dominating and changing everything. Is that with the current players he has, or is he gonna have a fire sale and get all new players and dominate? Are you saying he's gonna dominate with what he has, or is he gonna get a new team and dominate with the new team?
I mean, I think he's I think he's dominated with every team he's been at.
No,
And
yeah, but I'm
no, I
saying
know, but like I think he dominates with whatever team he gets, and if he changes it and he gets the players he needs, he will dominate. So I think whether he changes the team or not, he is gonna dominate because he won the Champions League with FC Porto, which is a Portuguese team, which nobody thought of
I know who
winning.
Porto is.
but like people never thought of them winning.
Right.
Then he's just dominated. I think the only place that he didn't dominate was
Let him know, Jess.
was Man U.
Oh, almost.
Was it Man City or
No.
where?
Spurs.
Oh, Spurs.
He says that he's like, you guys don't like me because I didn't win anything. I didn't win anything here, but your culture sucks. Like he's like,
He
I
blamed
don't
it on the
even-
culture.
yeah, he
But it
didn't.
was because he was about to win. He went to the final with Spurs and then they sacked him, and now
Mhm.
they got a new coach, and then after that he didn't get what he got.
Yeah,
at-
that's why he doesn't like him. He hates
What do you
Spurs.
mean he went to the final with Spurs and what?
like with Spurs, he went to a final to win him to potentially win them a trophy,
Their
and he
first
got
trophy.
their first trophy in a long time, and he got sacked, and there was like no reason why he should have ever gotten sacked.
He questioned ownership. He questioned players. He was like, I don't care if you guys want to do whatever you want. Like, it's your team. Like, you fire me, you ain't making it here again. And they did, and they haven't been since Ange. And Ange did win him a trophy, but like that team was just not. Jose, every place he's gone has won trophies. The only place that he didn't win anything was Spurs.
I'm pretty sure Man U as well.
I think he won one with Man United.
I
Something
think so.
small though.
Yeah, I think.
But he still won
He
something.
won
You know what I
something.
mean? And this year with Benfica, I'm sure Jazz was getting to it. They're undefeated.
they're undefeated, but
They didn't win the
they
league.
didn't win the league,
Yeah.
even though being undefeated.
Yeah, but still undefeated with Benfica. The Portuguese league, we don't watch it very often, but the Portuguese league they get crazy. Like
So was
Benfica,
Sporting,
Sporting-
the team that won it then?
I think so.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, but I really like what Jazz is saying, that I think that Jose Mourinho coming in could be a big difference maker. But I also agree with Ralph saying it's time to start selling.
Yeah, it's fire sale.
Yeah, everybody goes. And I think that the only player I can think will stay like is
Arda Güler?
untouchable. No, I don't even think Arda. He doesn't fit Jose at all.
No?
Mm. You know who his biggest asset will be going forward? I already know who it is, and I guarantee you it's gonna be the first name you see on every 11, guaranteed. If he's hurt, he'll still be around. Jude Bellingham will 100% be in every lineup in every single formation. He is going to be probably the most critical player in the entire team. It's not going to be Vinny's team. It's not going to be Mbappe's team. There will be big players for that team, but Jude will be the player that will be like the guy that they talk about the most with Jose Mourinho's Real Madrid team. Like, he'll be the focus point of Jose's team. He's the only one that fits his mold. I think he.
So it's because of his style of play, not because.
Yeah, it's a style of play.
Okay.
And I think that entire back line, bar Courtois, gone. And that even goes with Dean Howson that just came in. That goes with Alvaro Carreras.
Carreras.
Yeah, gone.
The guy got slapped.
Jude, Rudiger, gone. Alba, gone. Like,
What about Carvajal? Would he
Gone.
also be gone?
Oh yeah, he's older too. And
well, no,
Trent also gone?
I also think Trent goes. I don't think Trent fits that style either. From
but
from what I
is
know,
that realistic though?
yeah, it is.
Like no.
Oh, but I'm saying that even if what I'm saying is that it's a flash sale, but even if they don't sell them, I don't think they play. They could sit on the bench and still be there, but I don't think they'll be playing. I don't think Trent plays. I don't think Rudiger plays. I don't think Alvaro plays. I don't think that entire back line plays. None of them played the way Jose played. I know because I don't know 100%, but he coached Chelsea. He's coached Real Madrid in the past. He's coached Porto. All the teams he's had, every time he's played with the team, they're super heavy in the back, and they don't play from the back. Like, they do not play from the back. And they're all, like, bigger defenders and bigger midfielders. Everything. He just beats teams by, like, old players and big players. Like, strong, like, get in their face type players. Jose Mourinho does not score a lot of goals, let me tell you. He plays super defense, like another defensive team. But when he does come forward, that's where I think Jude fits that mold. Jude will be the one how he was that year under Carlo Ancelotti, where he was scoring. Remember when they were going crazy for him? He threw his celebration with the double hands. He was becoming the must-see player of the week every week for Real Madrid and La Liga. He's going to go back into that because he's going to send Jude up forward because he's going to be the one that scores those little crash the box type midfielder. That's the only way I think it's going to work. I don't think Mbappe can stay. I don't think Vinny stays. I think Vinny is going to clash with Jose, and I think he's going to want out. And I think a lot of these players are going to want out because Jose is going to come, like Jazz said. He does not care about the media. He does not care what they say to him. He's walked out of teams
and
before.
He's played there before. He's coached there before.
Yeah, and he knows, like, I don't care what you guys say. Like, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo's 2 Champions Leagues that he won here, those are from me. So, like, you either stay in line or listen, or that's it. Like, there's no other way to do this. Like Jazz says, I don't think he cares a single ounce if he drops Mbappe. He won't feel bad. Mbappe can cry to the media, and Jose will call him a crybaby in the next one. That's the type of coach he is. Not a lot of players like him, but he gets results. Like, being undefeated with Benfica is nothing to sneeze at. And just dropping players one by one, he doesn't care about the ramifications. What are you going to do, fire him again? You ain't got no other coach that can handle this project. I think Jazz is right that Jose coming in is the only option they have. The only option. Because everything else, nobody wants to touch this stink pile. This thing is a big mess. And they're going to have to change everything. And Jose might not be there for a long term, but 2 years to fix everything should be as best you can.
So is he a guy that you think, or has he already said in the media, like, after this undefeated Porto season, like I'll come back to Real. Like there's already rumors, talks, anything.
Well, there's
It's
Concrete?
Benfica that he had that.
Oh, Benfica.
Yeah. There's concrete.
there's already been like
Yeah,
agent talks.
Yeah, and they're
Real Madrid and
Oh, okay. That's what I was asking. Like
Yes.
we're all talking about it, but has it been out in the open?
yeah,
in conversation?
Fabrizio Romano has said a bunch about it. He said that
he even
first,
flew to see him.
yeah,
Perez.
like first they talked about that there was rumors, and then it was confirmed that they've talked about it, and then there's pretty sure they were saying that starting that it's like almost basically confirmed that he's gonna go for next season.
They already have a coach for Benfica lined up, Marco Silva from Fulham,
Oh,
will
okay.
be taking over Benfica's position,
So they
which
know
is
they're
good for me
losing
because
them.
I would. Marco Silva is one of the coaches that might coach Chelsea, and I'm like, please don't.
You don't want them.
No, but having him sign on to that Benfica job is one less coach I have to worry about. But like Jazz says, they've already talked to them. They've made contact. He's coached there before. Perez has had him in the building before, and he knows what to bring. I guess this point, I don't know if Jazz. We read the same, a lot of the similar stuff, but I guess Perez didn't listen to his sporting directors and chose Jose himself and was like,
Yeah,
that's it. Like nobody else has anything to do with this besides me. So he's not gonna go like a project manager like Xabi Alonso. He's going with somebody that he knows. That's like if City was in a like falling apart and they're like, go get Pep. Like don't interview anybody else. Go just
Yeah.
go get Pep and fix this thing.
Go bring him back.
Yeah, that's what it seems like to me. But
That was good.
I just want to ask one last thing for Ralph though. Do you think if Mbappe gets dropped, Ralph, that eventually we'll see the fall off of Mbappe, or his talent's too high?
His talent's too high.
You don't think that this
Wherever
could
he
be
goes, wherever he goes, he will have a spot. He will be the focal point of the offense.
the? Mhm.
So I don't think it'll be an issue for. And like I said, I don't think he cares who
I
he
know,
plays
which
for.
is crazy. But does France call him up though if he doesn't get the minutes? If he's that much of
Oh, yeah, they call him up. But
yeah,
France, like you said,
they have
they have
a lot of guys.
So
Dude.
many guys.
They can be like, you know what? You want to be a pain in the butt?
If France says, you know what, we care about the World Cup. It's only every 4 years. We don't need a guy that's gonna
Yeah, be nice to everybody.
that's gonna disturb our locker room because he thinks he's the greatest, but he's not the best teammate,
Mhm.
and he doesn't want to listen to what coaches have to say. So from there, I think he may have an issue. But as far as him going to a club,
Oh yeah, no,
getting
anybody
his
would take him.
money and everybody being like, "Ooh, Mbappe's here," I think wherever he goes, that's gonna happen. So I
Yeah.
don't think he cares if he exits Real and he gets fired.
Does
or
this taint his legacy though? This would be the last game. Does this taint Mbappe's legacy?
Of course,
He's been killing
you
coaches
go-
left and right.
That's not the biggest thing. The biggest thing is
He went to Real.
he couldn't win it at PSG. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna leave." Like you guys always say, "I'm gonna leave," and because I would need to win trophies.
That's what he said.
Right.
Yeah.
He got to the place that wins the most trophies. All the Champions League trophies are they're all stacked in the Bernabeu,
Mm-hmm.
and he couldn't win one in what his 3 years that he's been there.
Yeah.
Two. Yeah, but
2.5, 3.
yeah, but if you're going into
it's
Real,
funny.
He hasn't won a single trophy though. Like,
know.
It's funny because the year
No.
before Real won a trophy, which was the Champions League,
yeah,
and it was
and then he got there and
they just went down.
it's a similar team too. It's not like a whole lot changes. Luka Modric's gone, but like,
Cruz and Luka Modric are
Yeah.
like the only people who left.
yeah, but everybody else is still there, and it's like,
yeah, but that's a big deal. Like
oh yeah, I know.
you're considered one of the best in the world. You go to Real Madrid because you want to win trophies. You get there, the team falls apart. You don't win a single trophy.
And the team that you left
is
is
killing it.
the most dominant team
The
in
most
Europe.
dominant team in the whole world.
Yeah,
So, well, except for that Chelsea game, but nobody
3
remembers that.
3-0. I remember. Look at me, like Holland, like Holland, like this.
I don't know.
But does this taint Mbappe's legacy, Jess?
I think his legacy has already been tanked.
Oh.
For
I
a
think it
long
is. It's
time.
already done, huh?
It's been gone for a while. I think ever since PSG started to fall off,
Mm-hmm.
ever since Messi and Neymar and Sergio Ramos left, and they kept on losing coaches. PSG. I think from there his legacy started to
Sour.
fall because that's when people started noticing Mbappe.
He's
Whenever
always at the scene of the
he's
crime.
always there, and they just always leave when he's there
Mm-hmm.
because there was always reports that Messi and Neymar became so much friends at PSG because they knew each other at
Barcelona.
Barcelona that Mbappe didn't like it, and that's why they both left.
Yeah.
So I think his legacy has already been done because people, when they saw him win the World Cup in 2018, is like, oh, he's gonna be the next best thing, and
Yeah.
he's gonna do a lot of great things, and we haven't seen that from him since because he's fallen off. I feel like people maybe might have put too much on his plate
Mm-hmm.
because Griezmann was one of the main reasons why they won that World Cup.
That 2018. Yeah.
But how crazy! Like just hearing Jazz talk about it, you have the greatest player to ever play,
Mm-hmm.
Messi.
Mm-hmm.
You have Neymar, who's considered by a lot of people one of the greatest players that has ever lived,
Mm-hmm.
and Mbappe was supposed to be that third guy.
Mm-hmm.
And you have Sergio Ramos, which is a great
Marquinhos too.
a great defensive captain,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't win a trophy. That does
They didn't
not
win a
make
single
sense.
trophy.
It doesn't make sense.
I think they barely won the league.
Yeah, they won the league.
With Messi. By the way, Messi scoring a free kick to win them the league.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Barely winning Liga is like, yeah, you're really messing something around here.
Yeah, it's like they were able to figure it out in Barcelona when they had Messi, Neymar, and Luis Suarez.
Mm-hmm.
So why couldn't they do it with Mbappe? And now we know he is the problem.
And I think public perception is key for your legacy as well.
Oh, yeah.
We like to say that, like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's what they put up and stuff. But I think also public opinion about who you are as a person also has to play into it. There's never been one player, one person, not even Ibrahimovic has ever said anything negatively about Messi. Not one. And most of Ronaldo's teammates do say kind words about Ronaldo. Not all of them, but a good portion of them. I have yet to see a single player of Mbappe's that has ever said anything nice about him. Not even his
Not
French
even a French
teammates.
guy. That's what I
No,
was
that's what
gonna
I'm
say.
saying. Like, you don't see like N'Golo Kante being like, yeah, it's my best friend over there. Like, even Dembele is like, yeah, he's alright. You know, like he doesn't even. Messi has said kinder words.
Messi's like the only person that said good things
yeah,
about
and
Mbappe.
I think that shows more about his character
Right.
than it is about Mbappe's
Yeah,
character.
because
Like, it's
Messi
just
has
being
never
nice.
said anything bad about any player,
Yeah.
I don't think.
And it's just like that's a big thing. Like, not one coach. There's coaches. There's one of the greatest coaches of all time. Pep still talks about Messi to this day. You know, Luis Enrique doesn't bring up Mbappe's name not once in anything. Any young player is like, oh, well, you can be like Mbappe, like do this. He probably is like, how about you see Dembele? Look at Cava. Look at these guys. You listen to what I'm saying? You could be something like that. Like, it's bad for not one coach, not one player, not anybody say anything positively about Mbappe. And I think it's really bad.
Yeah, because there's been, like, for example, the Arsenal coach Arsene Wenger.
Mhm.
If I probably said his name wrong.
Yeah,
But
I think you got it though.
yeah, but they've asked him. They're like, who do you think is the best player in the world? They said Messi,
Mhm.
and they said of all time. He also said Messi.
Mhm.
And then there's been, like, they've asked coaches. They're like the Man U coach, Sir Alex Ferguson. They asked him if there's one player that you could have bring, but that you didn't.
Yeah.
Who would you bring? And he said Messi.
Yeah.
Like, people don't say that for Mbappe. They're like,
Ever.
they're like, if you could bring one player right now to your team, who would you bring? They would probably say Dembele,
Yeah.
Erling Haaland, or
Yeah,
a
Holland.
goalkeeper.
Yeah.
They never bring up Mbappe,
Mm-mm.
and I think that's just that. It just shows how
Yeah.
much you aren't shown and seen in the game.
Yeah.
Because also there's Real Madrid fans.
Oh, with the petition?
With the petition, they put a petition to get the kick out Mbappe from their club, and I'm pretty sure it's like the most surveys that's ever been answered
Yeah,
ever.
most signed petition.
Most signed petition ever,
Yeah.
in like ever.
Yeah.
And it was to get Mbappe out of Real Madrid, which was like 4 million, I think.
Yeah, it's
signed.
like some crazy number.
And I think that's crazy for your own fans to do that to you. I
Yeah.
mean, just shows how much of a level you're hated by.
Yeah.
I
Pretty
didn't know that's insane.
pretty sad. Yeah.
This-
I saw that the same thing that they said that like that petition has been signed more times than a legislation like to go out on a bill. You know, they're like, this is insane. Like we've never had ever like something like this, and it's not like it stopped.
It's still going.
It's still going. And then like Jazz said, there's current coaches now that coach, and not even they say like, oh yeah, I would really kill to have Mbappe on my team. Like no coach really says that. They're like Jazz says, Holland, you know, big time players like that, like Lamine, they'd be like, oh yeah, bring that kid here, bring that. He's 18, he's a kid still. They would rather have him than Mbappe. He's won a World Cup. Like he's just not some slouch, but personality and attitude really matter in the game. And pretty sad to see someone not be as, you know, seen in that light. Like it's almost gone. It's not even close. I think he's probably the most villainized like person in the game currently. I think not a lot of people like
Yeah, because
him.
everybody has haters because you have teams
Yeah.
that don't
Yeah.
like you or they're your rivals.
Mm-hmm.
But for it to be that,
Unanimous.
yeah, not unanimous. right?
Unanimous. Yes.
Yeah, it's just sad, and I can't believe this whole thing turned into. We started with Valverde, Tchouameni, you know, Rudiger slapping, but our main focal point was how bad is Mbappe. So
I think that just shows where Real Madrid is at. That's how much of a mess it is. And I think it all stems down from Mbappe. There's videos that Real Madrid, when they used to win games, they used to be dancing in the locker rooms. And I saw a comment on a PSG locker room where they're dancing, and they're like, that's what my club's locker room used to look like. And I clicked on the profile, and he was a big Real Madrid fan, and he's like, that's how my team used to look like. Since Mbappe came, they didn't even post anything like that. And it's just I think that's the root of the whole problem. You got to figure out what to do with Mbappe. He either needs to sit down and listen, or you're just gonna be stuck in a loop. You're gonna end up like PSG, years and years, 7 years, didn't win Champions League or anything. Won the league on, that's it. Is that what Real Madrid's gonna become again? Like,
yeah. I
just
mean,
nothing?
but they won't win La Liga though.
yeah, I
If
know that's the
Barcelona,
problem. Yeah. It's like you're not even gonna win. You're not even gonna win.
You
The,
don't have the trophy that
Yeah,
you always win
yeah.
every year. So
Yeah, pretty rough. But I thought that was a really good conversation about where Real Madrid is and where they could go. I really like the idea of Jose coming in, clearing shop, and going from there. And we'll see how the rest of it plays out. I can't wait for the summer.
yeah, because we don't want to see Real drop
Mhm.
and not come back up. Because then we have a Clásico. You need to have
Yeah.
two
Well,
big giants that go at each other. We don't want to see Barcelona beating up on a Real that can't figure it out for the next 5 years.
I mean,
wouldn't mind.
I don't.
it'll be like a Barcelona where they were really, really dark age, where they had no money and that to bring in players that like nobody really knew. I
Mhm.
think. Well,
How long did that last though?
Like
well,
5 years.
well, it started because Neymar left in 2017, and from there went slowly and slowly. People started leaving, and then
It
I think,
lasted
and
a
the
long
last straw
time.
was Messi leaving because he was like like the main thing. And once they let him go, they went even lower. So it like they even got out of Champions and they went to the Europa League
Mhm.
1 year. So I think that just shows. I mean, Real Madrid, I don't think they'll go as low, but they could go pretty low.
The thing with Barcelona though, why they got back up pretty fast, they have La Masia, La Masia,
Masia.
La
La
Masia.
Masia, and Real. What young player do we see out of there that like, oh yeah, like you have a Pedri coming up, a Gavi coming up.
Mastantuano.
Well, you have him,
He
but
doesn't
there's
even he's not even starting. No.
No, he's not starting.
Oh,
but
I
I'm
mean,
just
you
saying,
have
like,
like
he's just-
some legends like Carvajal and Casillas. Well, you
Yeah.
have to go that far back to find
Iker
somebody.
Casillas.
Iker Casillas.
Uy,
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
yeah.
We'll see if Real Madrid can get out of this hole, but I think this is going to be one to watch for in the summer with the new coach, with the World Cup. How is this all going to play out? I think they might be making a phone call to Man City to be stealing some Rodri, or even Chelsea to see if they can steal Enzo. Maybe even Crystal Palace and get Adam Warren.
Maybe even a Pulisic over there. I think they might get him.
Pulisic.
I could
They
see
just-
him there.
I could see him there as well. He's
Be good for U.S. soccer to have Pulisic at Real.
He has his own documentary. But I think that's good for. I think this had to be one of our longer videos. But every time we talk about Madrid, it just always
It just goes really,
yeah,
really,
really
long.
Yeah. But yeah,
It's mostly negative too.
yeah, mostly negative. I don't know.
Except for me, I'm a little neutral. Right
Yeah, here he goes. Look at me. Oh. Yeah. I'll see you guys. We'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Just hold up the Pedri. This is for your Real Madrid fans. 2-0. 2-0 today.
2-0.
Oh yeah, Happy Mother's Day, by the way.
Happy Mother's Day. Holy smokes, we screwed it up. All of our videos today didn't say Happy Mother's Day, but Happy Mother's Day.
Yep.
But that's it for us today.